I'm Akash, I lead technology at Grey Orange. So basically, Grey Orange is a company in hardware-based providing hardware-based warehousing solutions, right? So I'll go through my journey. After I kind of just introduce you to the two products that we have right now and the products which we are kind of going global with. Right? So basically, we provide hardware as well as software, a complete end-to-end thing for all the warehousing solutions. So our major customers being e-commerce companies in India like Flipkart, Jabong, a lot of courier companies as well, so DTDC, Aramax, and things like that. Right. So our first product that we came up with was something called sortation system. Right. So we all know that in most of the warehouses, when the packets have been packed, right, they have been packed for shipping. They need to be sorted out into either location wise or hub wise or city wise, right? So that's a big problem in any warehouse. So let's say at the end of the day you have 30,000 packets and you need to sort them out into which one need to go to Bombay, which need to go to Chennai or things like that, right? So we came up with this product called sortation system, right?
GOR sortation system, an automated system for the sorting of outward packets.
Right. So I want to sort complete India with more than 30,000 pin codes. So I can't have those 30,000 arms in a system. That would be really tough. So we came up with this solution called put to light system. What it does is that after the packets are sorted, from the conveyor, you just scan the packet, and there'll be bags with different lights. So one of those lights will glow up, and you know that this is the sub-sorting location of the packet, right? So that's basically one of our products. Moving on to the second one. Okay, right. So the second system is a decently big one, a decently complex as well. So what it has is it has lots of intelligent autonomous ground vehicles that take care of picking, putting and combining processes in a warehouse, right? So I'll just explain, and you can look at the video while I explain. So let's say whenever an item needs to be replenished in the warehouse, right? So right now what happens is that item comes in, there's a list of items, and a person is assigned to go and put that, let's say, a shelf in a warehouse, right? So he takes the item, walks to a shelf, right, and puts the item there, right? So that is basically how traditional inventory replenishment take place. Now, when the orders come in, what happens is that you get a list of item, you get it to a person, right? He goes, searches that item in the warehouse, gets back the item, and that's how he does it, right? So how we have done in this system is that we have completely changed the paradigm. So instead of person going to the items, it's the items that come to the person. So as you saw in the video, let's say if an order comes in, what happens is that like these set of robots will get on a track, right, to a point called something called a pick station. And at the pick station, there'll be a pointing system that will help person to kind of retrieve items from it, right? So that's basically, I would say, a system that would help warehouses in picking and putting in, combining of the items, to fulfill orders. Right, so sortation system, we have installed 13, 14 systems right now. Couple of systems outside India as well with Max, and we are into the process of installing a few more in Singapore, and a couple of more with Max in Paris. And in this Butler system where we are right now, is that we are installing one with a company called Kerry Logistics in Singapore, and of course installing one with Flipkart in Delhi. So that's been the kind of products right now. I'll just kind of go back and just share with what's the journey been, and in the whole ecosystem of India where hardware has been really tough thing to work with. How we have what we have done to kind of solve those problems. So the company was co-founded by me and my colleague Samek, who is a mechanical engineer from Vich Pilani, right? And so we started with something in an education space, did it for 2-3 months, did not really enjoy it, so started doing products for different companies. So when we were doing products for different companies, we did a medical device for an Indian company, we did a sonar stabilizing device for a Louisiana company. So we were doing a lot of products. But I think one thing that we were really missing was that someday using one technology, the other day we were getting along with other technologies. So we were not building on something, and that kind of triggered us to get to a point where we thought we'll choose a particular industry and build products for it, right? And so we looked at different industries and finally kind of came down to warehousing industry with e-commerce booming up as well, and we realized that there hasn't been a lot of innovation in the warehousing industry, because warehousing industry is one of the most, I would say, unsexy industry that people think. So there hasn't been a lot of innovation in that in last 10 years. So we picked up that as an industry and started building, thinking of what kind of products we want to do. Right. So similarly, as soon as we decided, we started visiting warehouse. Right, and luckily at the very same time, a couple of big guys asked us to kind of visit couple of warehouse of e-commerce company. Right, so I in summer went in and saw the warehouse, saw a decent amount of mess that we can solve technology in the warehouse, and so hence we kind of started with sortation system, right? And then to complete the whole warehousing operation, we came up with the Butler system. So Butler system with sortation system can take care of the complete of the warehousing automation, right? So I think the most important thing that we need to take care while we are building hardware products. One, we are kind of a mini university because we have mechanical engineering teams, we have electronics and electrical engineering team, we have embedded, we have server, and we now have maintenance. So you got to